Hello, welcome back. I'm Mr. Buzzard for those of you that don't know me, and I'd like to welcome everyone to the 2021 school year at Columbiana High School. In lieu of an orientation and having over 200 people in the gym, we're going to do a virtual orientation and get you all the information you need to start the school year. First, starting your day. Parents, we're going to ask that when your child gets up, you ask them if they are symptom-free. Make sure they're feeling well. We ask that you also take their temperature. Once that is done, we're going to talk to you about how they're going to get to school. If they're going to ride a bus, at the bus stop, they must have a mask on. When they get on the bus, they must wear their mask the whole time, and they must sit in the assigned seat that the bus driver gives them. The bus driver will be assigning seats to make distancing easier getting on and off the bus. If you are a car rider, let's go look at the parking lot and the drop-off area. The bus drop-off is where it's always at, in the front of the building. When you get let off the bus, you need to enter into the building and go through safety protocols. The student parking lot is remaining the same. When you get to school, park in the student parking lot, and you need to go around and enter the front of the building as we did last year. Those of you that are being dropped off, the drop-off lane remains the same. You'll be dropped off and you'll go in the band doors to start your day. Safety protocols will be at both doors, the band door and the front door. Okay, we're at the student drop-off door by the band room. Make sure as you enter the doors, you put your mask on and get your temperature taken. Now that I'm in the building, I have to stop at the temperature scanner. The nurse will be there monitoring my temperature and giving me permission to go on into the building. Now that you've checked in and had your temperature taken, you need to report to our touchless hand washing station. At the station, everything is touchless. You get your soap, you get your water, you wash your hands, make sure you wash them well. You dry your hands, you throw your paper away. Once you've done that, you have a choice. You can get breakfast and sit at the tables in your isolated plexiglass section. You can remove your mask while you're eating your breakfast and you're in your section. And then you can go on to your first period class. One change is we have hand sanitizers throughout the hallways. They are touchless. You can put sanitizer on your hands at any time you wish as you travel throughout the halls. Let's talk about how your day is going to proceed. You can enter at 8 o'clock. At 8:15, you can go to your first period class. First period does not start till 8:27, but it gives you a chance to get in your classroom, and it gives us a chance to separate and distance students as they come into the building. You'll notice when you come into the building, hallways are one way. There are arrows at the beginning and end of each hallway. You'll have to move in a one-way pattern. This may cause you to have to walk a little further between some of your classes, but it will help us social distance in the hallways and keep you safe as you go from class to class. Once you get into your classrooms, you will have assigned seats. Most of the teachers probably will let you pick your assigned seat, but that is a seat you will sit in every day when you're in that class. You'll notice that seats are spaced for safety and rows are spaced for safety. You'll also notice that we are going to block our classes. First period on Monday and Wednesdays will last for 2 periods. It will be a double period block. Then you will have third period for 2 periods. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will have second and fourth period in the morning for 2 periods. In the afternoon, on Monday and Wednesdays, you will have only 7th period in a block, and you will have 8th period on Tuesday and Thursdays. Every day, you will have 5th, 6th, and 9th period. It may sound a little confusing, but when you get here and get your schedule, you will be able to figure out where you're going and how long you're going to be there. This will prevent us from having to have traffic in the hall and prevent the number of students that are sitting in any particular desk. Here's a change for this year. You will get a locker as you always have. However, we're going to allow you to carry your book bags. So you could possibly come in first thing in the morning and never go to your lockers. You can have everything you need in your book bag for the day. But your lockers are available to you to use as needed. Another point, there are restrictions on food and drink in the building. As of right now, you are allowed to have a water bottle, but you're not allowed to have drinks with straws, like iced coffees and so forth, or food because of COVID. So you will not be able to come in and put those in your lockers like I know some of you have to eat or drink throughout the day. Okay, it's lunchtime. First thing you need to do is to make sure you return to our hand washing machine and wash your hands. There will be a hot lunch served every day. The lunches are going to be served on styrofoam, so it can be quick in, quick out, and you're welcome to enjoy our school lunches any day that you would like. There will be social distancing in line. I'm sure you've seen this in stores where you have to stand so far apart as you go through the lunch line. That's going to make the lunch line a little longer, but hopefully the wait isn't that much more. Once you get your lunch, we do not have them yet, but the tables will have dividers on them. Once you get your lunch, you may take your mask off, but you will have to sit at a table with the divider. Your friends can sit next to you in their divider, and you can talk and relax and have your lunch. When lunch is over, we have our schedule split a little bit. The entire cafeteria will be cleaned, disinfected for the next lunch. For free and reduced lunch students that are taking their classes remotely, if you would like to stop and pick up your lunch during serving times, they will be made available. It's the end of the day. It's time for you to go home. Nothing has really changed there except our one-way hallways. So as you leave your last period class, make sure you're going down the hallways one way, but you can exit all three of the doors as normal. We've had lots of emails, lots of phone calls. Please continue to do that. The start of every school year is a little stressful, a little confusing the first few days. This will be no different. It'll probably be a little bit more. No one is going to do the wrong thing. If you're not sure, you do something, we'll correct it and do it better. So do not be concerned if you're unsure about things, especially freshmen. We'll walk you through your classes. We have signs with everything that's going on. We'll get you in, we'll get you started. By the end of the first few days, we'll be rolling. Okay, some information for those students who are starting off on the remote learning. We have put out our pickup times for your devices. They're going to be picked up in the middle school. You have a whole week to do it at specific times. So make sure you stop in, pick up your devices. You'll have to sign your device out at that time. And also there will be a packet of papers that you need to sign and get back to us here at school. Students who are attending traditionally will be given those papers to bring back to school. But those of you that are remote, we need to get those in your hands when you pick up the device, and you do need to get those back to us. Remote learners, when you pick up your schedule, your schedule is when you're to be on with that teacher. Once again, there's going to be some growing pains here the first week, but you look at your schedule and you need to be contacting your teacher that period to find out what's going on in that class. I don't envision a whole lot of activities that will be beyond the school day. So basically between 7:35 and 2:45 is when you'll be in contact with your teachers, either viewing a class, getting information, working on things and turning them in, or even talking to your teacher, asking questions and your teacher responding. We'll work through that, but you need to be ready to go on the 25th, and we'll be here to help you if there's any issues or problems.
Welcome back, Clippers. This is Mrs. Cleghorn.
And I'm Mrs. Saxton.
We're going to talk to you guys today about schedule pickup and graduation requirements that we would like to remind you of as we start the 2021 school year. We hope you guys all had a relaxing and safe summer, and we are looking forward to getting back to the school year to see you guys. First things first, wanted to let you know that schedule pickup will be for juniors and seniors on August 18th. We will allow you to come into the office between the hours of 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Schedule changes are going to look very different this year. We will do schedule changes for juniors and seniors on the 20th, but those schedule changes will only be for our students who indicated that they will be remote learners for the start of the school year. Juniors and seniors who have indicated that they will be a traditional student for the start of the school year, we will do schedule changes similar to last school year. We will require you guys to sign up in the guidance office starting on the second day of school. So on the 26th, we will allow you to sign up in the guidance office with Mrs. Ulam, and we will tackle schedule changes with seniors first and then juniors. Please be mindful that this school year is going to be very different in regards to those changes. We are looking for specific changes. So if you don't have 6 credits, 5.5 or 6 credits per semester, if you need a core course changed, or if there's a course in your schedule that you've already taken that needs to be taken out. Any other unnecessary schedule change will not happen this year. We do apologize for that, but with the time that we have with the start of the school year, we need to make sure that we get those taken care of.
Okay, so along when you pick up your schedules, we're also going to include in your packet the graduation requirements that you will need in order to receive your high school diploma. I'll just briefly touch on it. The first requirement is you're going to have 21 credits with your core classes and your electives, phys ed, health, that needs to add up to at least 21 credits. Step 2, you have to show this is all defined by the Ohio Department of Education. You have to show competency and readiness through having, and your end of course test, you have to have at least 18 points or an ACT remediation free score. For most of our kids that go to the Career Center, you'll have to have at least the 12 industry credential points and the WorkKey score of at least a 14. That's all going to be outlined on here. We do also we'll have included on the back side, we'll include the alternate pathway just in case you can't get the 18 points, and we track that for you. But that's important to know that this is kind of what you need to know in order to graduate to get your diploma.
Freshmen and sophomores will be allowed to come into the building on August 19th from the hours of 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. to pick up your schedules. We will then focus on schedule changes for our remote learners who indicated that they will be remote learners for the start of the school year on August 21st. We would like for you to call the guidance office if you want to do those changes so that we can limit the amount of people in and out of the office. One thing that we would like you to look at in your schedules to indicate a schedule change. If you have 5.5 and 6 classes, you are fine. So anything under 5.5 or 6, you'll need to come in and schedule to look at your schedule. If you need a core course changed, or if there is a course on your schedule that you have already taken, any unnecessary changes at this time will not be made due to the timing of the start of the school year to ensure that we get everybody scheduled. If you have indicated that you're going to be a traditional learner for the start of the school year, we will do schedule changes at the start of the school year. So we were looking at the 27th potentially and the 28th, and we will have you sign up in the guidance office with Mrs. Ulam. And those will go by grade level. So we'll start with the sophomores, and then we'll end with the freshmen. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact the guidance office after you receive your schedule if you have any additional questions that wasn't covered here.
Okay, so I'm going to briefly touch on the requirements for graduation that are passed down by the state of Ohio, the Ohio Department of Education. First step is you must have 21 credits in order to successfully graduate. Those credits include your core subjects, health, phys ed, and then electives as well. Step 2 is you have to show competency. The state requires that you take end of course exams after you've taken some of these courses. And with those exams, there's 2 tests that they will look at your competency score, and that's algebra and English and language arts. They've defined that competency score as a 684. Mrs. Cleghorn and I will track that to make sure you achieve that. If you don't, we'll have you retake the tests. And then if you still don't achieve that score, there's some alternate options that the state has passed down to us that we will put you on those alternate plans. The third step that you'll need for graduation is you will have to complete 2 diploma seals. Those are also listed on the back of the sheet that will be coming home with you when you pick up your schedules. There's also a link here that actually takes you to the Ohio Department of Education site that will show a definition of the seals. You will complete 2 of those before you graduate. And we will again track that for you. We'll make sure that you complete those so that you have all the steps completed to receive your diploma.
If you have any questions regarding schedules or how the start of the school year is going to look, don't hesitate to contact the guidance office or email Mrs. Cleghorn. We want to let you know that this is going to be much different than other school years, so we want to let you know we're working together, and we look forward to being here with you every step of the way.
And also as a reminder, I will be here with Columbiana on Tuesdays. I can help the face-to-face students as well as the remote learners. I can meet with you if you want to do a job shadow or any kind of type of career exploration. So just come into my office and we can talk about it.